Welcome to this explainer. So, you've trained a phenomenal language model. Honestly, that is a massive achievement. But how do you actually get it out to the world efficiently? Well, that's exactly what we're going to demystify today. We're going to trace the exact scaling journey you'll take as an AI developer, turning this huge infrastructure challenge into a totally actionable deployment strategy. Okay, let's just quickly glance at our roadmap. We are going to hit the LLM serving challenge, move into local prototyping, graduate to standard production, tackle enterprise scale, and finally wrap it all up with a clear decision matrix.
Starting right off with Section 1, the LLM Serving Challenge.
Look, if you've got a great model, getting it served up to users is where the real friction kicks in. To give you a little bit of scale shock here, a single 70 billion parameter model needs an astonishing 140 gigabytes of memory just to load into 16-bit precision. I mean, your standard gaming rig is probably crying just thinking about that. You literally cannot fit this thing on a normal chip. And obviously, that translates directly into a massive financial pain point. Because of those extreme memory requirements, a single high-end production GPU is going to run you up to $40,000. And if you're renting them in the cloud, those monthly bills can easily hit $5,000 per unit. You absolutely cannot just brute force this by throwing more hardware at the problem. So the big takeaway here is that naive serving, meaning you just load up the model and process one single user request at a time, it just completely collapses under real production load. Your users end up waiting minutes instead of seconds, your throughput is capped at a really abysmal 10 requests per second, you blow right past those memory limits, and all that wasted compute time is just driving your monthly bills through the roof. Plus, if the server crashes, boom, you have no auto-scaling and your whole app goes down. We desperately need smarter infrastructure. Which brings us to Section 2, local prototyping. When you're just kicking off your developer journey right on your laptop, a framework called Llama is basically your best friend. It totally abstracts away all the deployment complexity and is built entirely around making things simple. It's actually super clever how it works. Llama uses techniques like quantization and memory mapping to somehow fit these massive models onto consumer hardware, like a standard MacBook. You literally just run a single install command. Under the hood, it shrinks the model down to 4-bit or 5-bit precision. Then it uses memory mapping to stream the model directly from your disk, which completely bypasses your system's standard RAM limits. So suddenly, you've got this massive AI running locally, and you can interact with it right away through a built-in REST API. But, reality check here. If you're building a quick prototype, this is pure magic. But the exact second you launch to real users, you've got to graduate to the next tier. Llama is brilliant for local research, but there is no way it's surviving 1,000 requests per second. So let's talk about Section 3, standard production. When your startup actually goes live and you're suddenly handling hundreds of concurrent users, a framework called VLM absolutely dominates. And its secret weapon is this innovation called paged attention. Instead of grabbing these massive continuous chunks of memory up front, it dynamically allocates blocks of the model's key value cache only right when they're needed. By reusing memory efficiently across different requests, paged attention cuts your memory usage by up to 4 times. Think of it kind of like this. Traditional attention is like a giant parking lot, where pre-assigned spaces just sit completely empty, totally wasted, just in case a specific car might need them later. Paged attention, on the other hand, is like a highly efficient dynamic valet system. It only assigns a parking space the exact moment a car pulls up, meaning absolutely zero wasted capacity. It physically stops your GPU from hoarding memory for sequences that haven't even happened yet. That frees up an immense amount of space, so you can serve radically more users at the exact same time. And when you pair that with a feature called continuous batching, where a new user request enters the processing batch the exact literal moment a previous one finishes, VLLM can push an incredible 500 to 1,000 requests per second on a single A100 GPU. It completely wipes out idle wait times and keeps your incredibly expensive hardware working constantly. All right, moving into Section 4, enterprise scale. But what if you're a massive financial firm running mission-critical trading bots? You demand the absolute highest scale and the lowest latency physically possible. Well, this is where you step up to TensorRT LLM. You are essentially trading the out-of-the-box ease of VLLM for raw, aggressive, hardware-specific optimization. See, while VLLM is wonderfully easy to deploy with Docker and doesn't need any compilation, TensorRT LLM is NVIDIA's heavy-duty enterprise solution. You actually have to deeply compile your model against your specific hardware setup. Yeah, it's way harder to configure, but it squeezes out every last drop of throughput from your NVIDIA GPUs, getting you 20 to 50% faster inference. And if your enterprise needs to string together a really complex pipeline, say a pre-processing vision model that feeds its output directly into an LLM, then Triton Inference Server is the heavy-duty orchestrator you're going to want. It's the ultimate generalist framework. It runs language, vision, and speech models simultaneously across varying backend engines like TensorRT, ONX, and PyTorch. Now, it definitely requires some serious infrastructure expertise to pull off, but the flexibility it gives you is completely unmatched. Okay, Section 5, the decision matrix. Let's tie the whole shebang together. Here is a definitive engineering playbook you can actually use. Ready? Use Ollama to build and experiment locally with a trivial setup. Then use VLLM to launch your standard production startup quickly and efficiently. And finally, if you've got the engineering weight to back it up, graduate to TensorRT LLM or Triton to scale up into a massive enterprise, handling thousands of requests every single second. And of course, we absolutely cannot forget about the budget. By properly implementing these frameworks alongside basic quantization to shrink the model's footprint and just being smart about right-sizing your hardware to what you actually need, you can effortlessly slash your GPU server bills by 5 to 10 times compared to that naive serving setup we talked about at the very beginning. But before you run off and deploy a massive fleet of your own hardware, take a really hard look at your actual scale. Because honestly, if your closed API bill from providers like OpenAI or Anthropic is sitting under $1,000 a month, managing all this extra complexity might not even be worth it for you just yet. So I'm going to leave you with this question. At what point does controlling your own AI destiny actually become worth the infrastructure headache? Think about it, let that guide your deployment strategy, and thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.